Confederations Cup 2013 between Spain and Italy. With Alejandro Moreno, Fernando Paloma with you. Alejandro, Italy has made a substitution to start the second half.
Yeah, and an interesting one where Ricardo Montolivo comes in from Andrea Barzagli. I expect to see Daniel De Rossi drop into the middle of the central defense of Italy, and then Montolivo will play alongside of Andrea Pirlo.
De Rossi started in that position in last year's Euro 2012 alongside Bonucci and Chiellini. Barzagli out of the game with Ricardo Montolivo now into the match, and we clearly see Daniele De Rossi playing in between Bonucci and Chiellini as the ball goes over to Maggio. With Alejandro, battle lines clearly drawn since the beginning. Spain, as always, with the ball, in Italy with a very vertical attack.
And Italy, without the ball, they've been able to control the tempo and the pace of the game. They've set the terms of the game to Spain, and Spain hasn't been able to react properly.
De Rossi. Bonucci. Another offside by Alberto Gilardino.
Barely offside. And going back to Spain, though, their ability to place interchange, to rotate, their passing, their movement, everything has to improve in terms of the tempo and urgency with which they do it. The pace of the game has slowed down to the point to where now Spain becomes very predictable in what they're doing going forward.
David Silva. Arbeloa back for Gerard Piqué. As the old saying goes, football is a game that's won in the middle of the field, but Italy trying to win it on the flanks. And they did so in the first half with great success.
Found great success with Maggio, with Candreva, with Giaccherini on both sides, but certainly on Jordi Alba's side, where they were able to get in behind Jordi Alba. And perhaps just as important, the fact that they kept Jordi Alba from attacking with any consistency and continuity down the left-hand side for Spain.
Arbeloa over to Gerard Piqué. Jordi Alba in the tunnel we saw before we came back with you. Vicente del Bosque, and a pre-second half pep talk to the team. Andres Iniesta. Xavi. Torres over to Iniesta. Far post is Silva as Iniesta tried a shot that goes nowhere.
Well, good interchange between Andres Iniesta and Fernando Torres. 1 and 2 touches, movement without the ball, and Iniesta for a fraction of a second there might have been thinking crossing the ball over to David Silva, and in between crossing it and shooting it, he's not able to do either. But a positive sign for Spain early on in the second half.
Ricardo Montolivo, who, as we said before, had been complaining about dizziness. That's why he started the game on the bench for Cesare Prandelli. Taking the ball over on the side, they find Cristian Maggio again as Jordi Alba comes over. Not an easy first half for the Barcelona left back. Maggio, Montolivo. Candreva over to Montolivo to Maggio. Busquets back for Ramos. Pedro. Goes well to track back, finds Andres Iniesta. Gerard Piqué, David Silva. Iniesta. Xavi again. Pedro. Jordi Alba. His cross, that's the first time he's been able to go that far upfield. Jordi Alba, now he has to drag back as Italy will try to take advantage. Candreva. De Rossi. Chiellini over for Gilardino. But another sign that Italy's finding some space on the sides. Now Jesus Navas will come in for Spain.
I think what Jesus Navas give you on the field is an ability to take people on one-on-one situations out on the wide right flank. Navas, you can guarantee it that he's going to take people on and he's going to put the ball into the box with quality service. The issue with Spain right now is that they haven't been able to exploit the flank, and they haven't looked to play those balls where they go up, back, and then out the other side, where now you get into a one-on-one situation, and a guy like Navas can certainly provide that for you.
Gerard Piqué anticipating that ball. Chiellini doing the same on the other side and pushing the ball forward for Italy. Giaccherini. His cross will get lost. Unable to save it is Candreva. Three Italians in the box. Gilardino could not find it. Too high. As now Spain will make its substitution. David Silva will leave the field.
And it's not surprising. David Silva was struggling to find his place on the field in terms of what are the pockets of space that he was able to exploit in this game. Never in a rhythm. And Jesus Navas, again, gives you that dimension of one-on-one play down the right-hand side.
As Silva gives way to his new teammate at Manchester City. Both teams have made a substitution here in the second half. With Montolivo coming in for Barzagli. A move that now positions Daniele De Rossi in that back three. Ramos. Another long ball looking for Navas, but there's Chiellini. Torres back for Arbeloa. Navas gets away from two. Seamless touch by Chiellini. Will be a corner kick for Spain.
And right away, Jesus Navas able to get into a pocket of space, turn off the shoulder of Chiellini, and put pressure on the Italian back three. Put Chiellini in a one-on-one situation with space in behind, where he doesn't feel nearly as comfortable.
Xavi with the first corner kick of the game for the Spaniards. Sergio Ramos being pushed off by Chiellini. That's his complaint to Howard Webb. It's two of the best center backs in the game embrace to discuss that last play.
Well, Sergio Ramos doesn't have much of a case there. Chiellini doing what perhaps Hernando Torres should have done in the set piece in the first half that allowed Daniele De Rossi to have a very clear chance on goal.
Slow to get up Alberto Gilardino. Whom Cesare Prandelli had back when he was coaching Parma. And Gilardino went through 2 seasons scoring 46 goals, but that was almost a decade back. He's played only 5 minutes in this Confederations Cup before starting this semifinal against Spain. Again, Totò Di Natale left out of the squad after he scored 23 goals for Udinese this season. Cristian Maggio. It's all Iker Casillas' ball. Over for Jesus Navas, trying to beat Chiellini. He'll beat that ball. Brought down by the Juventus defenseman. Free kick for Spain.
Good look by Iker Casillas, finding the matchup between Chiellini and Jesus Navas down the right-hand side. Chiellini wants no part of that foot race down the flank, where Jesus Navas certainly is going to beat him for pace.
You see Gilardino dropping back now to defend this free kick. Spain finding improvements in the aerial game with Sergio Ramos scoring against France and Finland recently. The cross by Xavi, Ramos. Howard Webb calls a foul. Oh, it's an offside. That's the call. Sergio Ramos was coming from an offside position. ESPNFC.com is your source for the FIFA Confederations Cup with previews, highlights, match recaps. Download the ESPNFC app for live video alerts of in-progress highlights. Also coming on August 11th on ESPN2, it's ESPNFC on TV.
And Fernando, going back to that pep talk that you spoke of regarding Vicente del Bosque and the Spanish national team, you rarely see that a head coach addresses the team outside of the locker room. Gives you an idea and a sense as to perhaps how concerned Del Bosque is, or how much of a kick in the backside this Spanish national team needed going into halftime and coming out of halftime in order to regain their form and find the rhythm into the game.
Xavi, Busquets, Pedro, here's Fernando Torres, winning position against Chiellini. Torres back, Navas, his shot! Gigi Buffon.
Good strike by Jesus Navas. Good hold-up play after making the running behind by Fernando Torres. Allows Jesus Navas to get into the box. Good layoff and a good strike, but a comfortable save for Gianluigi Buffon.
Vicente del Bosque before the match said that if you thought about the games played at last year's European Cup in Poland and Ukraine, that his side was much closer to thinking about the game in which they drew in the group stage in Gdansk 1-1 than they were about thinking in the 4-0 scoreline of the final in Kiev. Del Bosque went as far as saying as they will do their best to forget that game. Italy has actually been able to let Spain forget about that game in Kiev at the Olympic Stadium. Maggio. Del Bosque said the difference in that game is not real. They also drew back in the quarterfinals of Euro 2008. And a corner kick now for Italy. That's the Italians' second one. Pirlo back for Montolivo. Silent pass for Daniele De Rossi. Giaccherini. Chiellini cut offside. To beat Spain, you may have to bring another ball and play with two on the pitch, said Cesare Prandelli before this one. His team has done extremely well in playing with the one that's available, knowing what to do with it when they have it.
And frustrating Spain. Once Spain possesses the ball, they haven't allowed Spain to get into a rhythm. Once they get into that attacking half for Spain.
Ramos. Well, when you're trying the element of surprise with a center back going forward in attack, you really don't want to see a pass wasted. Del Bosque telling Pedro to look at his back, or the back of the defenseman. Pirlo. Wasted long ball by Daniele De Rossi.
If you're a Spanish national team fan, the thing that should concern you the most is that when was the last time that we heard Iniesta's name and Xavi's name? And those are the guys that really impact and influence the game for Spain. These are the guys that set the rhythm, that set the tempo, that certainly make the difference for this team. If they're not involved with continuity and consistency for this team, then Spain tends to struggle.
Good throw and taken by Navas. Given back by Torres. Here's Navas trying to take on Chiellini too long. He's always been effective on the side, and Spain, with the center del Bosque putting him on the field, was certainly looking to exploit that trait. And Navas has been able to at least make more on that side than David Silva did in the first half. Long ball for Chiellini, for Gilardino. Here's Giaccherini. Couldn't get rid of it. As making a run up the middle was Pirlo. Ricardo Montolivo now. Bonucci. Montolivo. Gilardino. Been caught offside so many times. Gilardino has. Possible to forget. People Inzaghi, once you see a forward in Italy being caught offside so many times. Player that Alex Ferguson said was born offside. No foul on Jordi Alba. Pirlo back for Daniele De Rossi. What a great first half, now having to replicate that performance playing in a different position. De Rossi now Italy showing some patience. Ramos over to Xavi. Foul by Marquisio. It was before last year's European Cup final that Xavi went over to Vicente del Bosque and said that the next game, his next game was the final, would be the last with the national team. Del Bosque said, you know, you can reconsider, there's a couple of trips to Brazil coming up. He certainly did, Xavi. Now Iniesta gets away from one. Iniesta shot wide.
And this is what Iniesta has his very best. Technical, light on his feet, cuts inside, tries to find the shot on goal, putting pressure on the Italian defensive line. Not able to get around the ball. But again, when Iniesta, so good in tight spaces, is able to turn out of pressure, and then with his great technical ability, allow himself opportunities in the final third, Spain becomes exponentially more dangerous.
Chiellini. Shot went off Pique's chest. The foul, Howard Webb, goes against Italy, as both Fernando Torres and Daniele De Rossi were looking for the ball. Any high leg from the opposition against Spain will certainly bring back images of De Jong's leg to the chest of Xabi Alonso in the final of South Africa that had Howard Webb as the referee. Yellow card given to De Rossi, the first yellow handed out in this match. Ramos. Pedro. 20 minutes gone by here in the second half. Still 0-0, Arbeloa. Xavi. Busquets finds Iniesta. Navas. One touch back for Arbeloa. Busquets up the middle, Xavi. Xavi has it. Iniesta, easy for Buffon.
It's a much better sequence from Spain, and he comes from sideways passing, switching to the point of attack, sprinkling a penetrating ball that eliminates lines of defending in behind the defensive midfielders of Italy, and then Xavi with a chance to perhaps take the shot on goal himself, trying to find Iniesta, and the play breaks down.
Arbeloa goes about 25 yards out of position to foul Claudio Marchisio. ESPN's exclusive coverage of the FIFA Confederation Cup continues on Sunday, first at 11:45 Eastern on ESPN2. It's the third place match from Salvador, with Uruguay taking on the loser of this match. And later on Sunday at 5:30 Eastern on ESPN, it's the FIFA Confederations Cup final, live from Maracanã. It's the host, Brazil, take on the winner of this game. FIFA Confederations Cup is live on ESPN, ESPN2, and watch ESPN. A great view from Estadio Castelao in Fortaleza. As Italy will play a man down until Claudio Marchisio is allowed to go back into play. They are present there, certainly not the loudest in the stadium, as we get a shot of Shakira in the stadium looking at her boyfriend Gerard Piqué. Maggio. Andreva. Back heel for Maggio. Maggio, his shot. Marchisio. Down on the ground goes Piqué. Italy comes knocking once again.
Clever interchange between Candreva and Maggio, for my money, has been perhaps the best player out on the field tonight.
Out to clear is Pedro. This will be a throw-in for Spain. There's 23 minutes gone by as we take another look at Maggio's cross to Marchisio. Piqué's play certainly brought a sigh of relief for Iker Casillas.
And for Shakira in the stands.
Buffon. Pirlo. Pressure by Torres. It's 24 minutes gone by in the second half. As Torres will probably see yellow after that foul. No, just a verbal indication by Howard Webb. When, as a player, do you start thinking about extra time?
Not yet. 20 minutes left in this game. Each team will probably have a chance create a quality opportunity, and it's just a matter of whether you can take advantage of that opportunity. Italy wasted a high-quality opportunities in the first half. Spain had one with Fernando Torres, but it has been a more evenly played match here in the second half.
Montolivo.
Regardless, Fernando, the game is being played at the pace that Italy wants it to be played at.
Gilardino. Candreva. Got Maggio alone. Candreva's shot. Deflected, and then Pedro clears it. As you just said, it's Italy dictating the pace. Chiellini. As the old is so used to hearing them at the Spanish bullfighting rings. And now coming down from the crowd as a gesture of appreciation to what Italy is doing possessing the ball.
And again, it's Maggio getting the best of Jordi Alba. Candreva coming in behind. And the assistant referee calling for the earlier foul on Maggio by Jordi Alba.
An Italy team we knew and could expect them to play away from the stereotypes of old, now forcing Spain to play this game mostly on their territory. Pirlo, the cross, Piqué, and a corner kick for Italy. Pirlo with the fourth corner kick of the match for L'azzurra. Chiellini, his header over the crossbar.
Driven ball into the far post. Busquets does enough to unbalance Chiellini. No issues for Casillas.
Spain on a run of 28 straight competitive games without a defeat. Already a world record, as the previous one was set by France back in 1999 at 27. Onside is Pedro. Here comes Buffon. Pedro just taking his eye off the ball. Certainly wasted a precious opportunity.
Good ball by Jordi Alba. Pedro hesitates, and once he hesitates, he's not able to read the bounce properly. Buffon was not going to get to the ball before Pedro. Pedro anticipated that perhaps Buffon will get there. Unable to finish off the play. You see, though, the movement of the ball by Pedro, showing to the ball, having the Italian defender Bonucci step with him, creating that spacing behind Bonucci, and Jordi Alba laying the ball into his path.
This is an Italian team that raced out defensively as they came into the match, having allowed 3 or more goals in consecutive matches for the first time in 37 years. Not only are they keeping away Spain from scoring, but they are certainly limiting their chances. Pirlo's ball to Candreva. Taken out of bounds by Ramos. Here's Candreva going outside of Jordi Alba. Another corner kick for L'azzurra. 15.5 to go. cross. De Rossi, Jordi Alba. Jesus Navas. They're not keeping in play. You tell me when I can tell this stat. I don't know. I don't want to jinx it or anything, but it's up to you.
Just go for it. I believe in you.
There's been 8 matches in Confederations Cup history that have gone to extra time.
Are you suggesting that this is one of them?
I'm just saying, I have a history of whenever I tell a stat like that, something to the effect would happen. Candreva. Once again, Italy playing it from the corner. ESPN's 2 coverage of Major League Soccer continues on Sunday, June 30th at 2 p.m. Eastern, as Thierry Henry and the New York Red Bulls take on the Houston Dynamo. You can watch live on ESPN2 and watch ESPN.
And in tight matches like this, it usually comes down to set pieces.
Ramos clears it. Montolivo back over for Candreva. Going back in, Candreva for Montolivo. Giaccherini, De Rossi. Asking for it is Pirlo. De Rossi's cross. Too high for Marchisio. Kept in bounds by Candreva. Complains about a handball by Pedro. Arbeloa. Spain loses it. Pirlo. Gilardino cannot react to that one. Caught wrong-footed as he was looking for the ball. Ramos now. Spain's game being taken out of context in the last couple of minutes. Not being able to get possession at all as Italy has been dominating the game.
And Italy being the one that presses and represses once they turn the ball over. Something that Spain is known to do. And Spain not able to play out of the back and beat that line, that first line of pressure from Italy.
Alberto Aquilani getting ready to come in for Prandelli, and Chelsea's Juan Mata will be the second substitution on the Spaniard side. Montolivo. Montolivo back over for De Rossi. Chiellini. Marchisio. The run by Giaccherini. Out comes Casillas to get it.
And though they're not able to complete the pass in that particular play, Fernando, you see Giaccherini coming inside, creating problems for Spain as he does not get picked up by either Sergio Ramos, Piqué, or Arbeloa from the outside.
Pedro. Almost lost that ball all on his own. The ball went off of Pedro's foot. A goal kick for Italy, and the substitutions now being made. And that play was the last we saw of Pedro.
And Pedro unable to be isolated in one-on-one situations down the flank. Then all of a sudden he becomes just another player in that he's not able to exploit what he does best. And that ability of him taking players one-on-one down the flank, it allows Spain then to create out of the middle, find that option out wide. Unable to do so today for Pedro. Juan Mata gives you an option outside, but then also a player that can come inside and try to create those passing triangles that Spain is known for in the final third.
Forward Alberto Aquilani, or midfielder I should say, Alberto Aquilani coming in for Claudio Marchisio.
And this is more of similar player, similar position, and they will have a similar role. Aquilani will bring some quality into the midfield. Also an option as a presence in the box as Italy builds the momentum going forward.
Fiorentina midfielder coming in for his 29th international. Handed over a hydrating gel bag to one of his teammates. Ramos, Torres. Juan Mata was a late substitute in the final at the Olympic in Kiev last year, although he came in very different situation, with Spain already having the lead and Italy being a man down. Well done by Torres again against Bonucci. Over to Mata. Jordi Alba. Alba's cross. Chiellini now looking for it is Navas. Still in the box. Navas. Fernando Torres with both hands on his knees as the play was developing. Xavi does well to keep it back for Spain. Torres. Looked as if he was going to shoot or on goal, and then decided to take it over Iniesta, or take it over to Iniesta. Torres has only played the full 90 minutes twice over the last couple of years, and that tells a lot about the stamina that he might have left over for this one. It's 8.5 are left. Candreva. Since 2008, Spain has been undefeated in matches that have gone on to extra time. One of those was against Italy in the quarterfinals of the European Cup of Nations in 2008. A game most Spaniards regard as the one that finally took them over the hump. Casillas. Are now players thinking about being overly cautious?
I was about to tell you that this is right around the time where players now are very conscious of the possibility of extra time. They know they don't want to take chances, unnecessary chances going forward, and they start gearing themselves for the extra 30 minutes.
Pirlo. Aquilani. Giaccherini up the middle. The Roma Montolivo to the box. While Giaccherini was looking for Candreva. Jordi Alba over to Mata. Back for Mata. Chiellini. Will Navas be able to reach it? Nope. Out comes the veteran Gianluigi Buffon. Giaccherini now. Ball taken by Gerard Piqué. A long run for what seems a very tired Fernando Torres. It's over for Navas. All alone Piqué. Over the crossbar.
And just when it seemed that Fernando Torres had run out of legs, strong run finds Nava on the right-hand side. Good ball served in by Navas to an oncoming Gerard Piqué, unable to keep it on target. And after making a 60-yard run by Gerard Piqué in order to get on the end of that cross, at the very least you want to reward yourself with a shot on target.
Friendly chat with Pedro Proença, the fourth official. El Bosque well remembers the Portuguese ref that was involved as the man in charge of the final in Kiev last year. Mata. Jesus Navas. Shot by Navas. Taken by Gigi Buffon. Last year in the semifinals of the European Cup of Nations, Portugal held Spain in a game that was decided on penalties. Italy booked a ticket to the semifinals of that tournament by beating via the same route Roy Hodgson's team in the quarterfinals, England. Torres. He thought he got all ball on that one. Looking for Gilardino. As the winners of the past 2 World Cups, the finalists of last year's European Cup, are playing for a chance to meet Brazil in Maracanã. Same complaint by Giaccherini, all ball he thought.
Well.
Till we see in the replay that Aquilani actually got the ball of his foot.
A version of the ball, I suppose, Giaccherini was talking about. This is, again, players now late in the game, struggling with fitness.
One substitution left for Vicente del Bosque, Spain. As Gerard Piqué tries to walk it off. 3 minutes to go, and then whatever Howard Webb decides to add to this one. If not, we have 2 15-minute halves. And extra time. Dramatic, to say the least, in Fortaleza. Xavi. Busquets. Andrés Iniesta. Torres over to Mata. Well covered by Maggio. Spain trying to do what it can to pressure upfield. Now Cristian Maggio. Intercepted by Jordi Alba. At the middle to Xavi. 2 to go. A little well-known 360 by Xavi finds Mata. Iniesta. Short one for Mata. Only one in the box is Torres. Asking for Iniesta. Montolivo. Iniesta wins it back.
Spain is at their best when they're able to find those pockets of space in front of the back 3, in this case for Italy, and behind, off the shoulders of Montolivo, Andrea Pirlo. From there, they can make the runs in behind and put players in one-on-one situations.
There's Jesus Navas. Beating his man, Navas for Torres. All alone for post. Bringing it down, Mata turns around.
And it's Jesus Navas again on the right flank. He has made a difference as he's come into the game. And I appreciate Fernando Torres' gesture in terms of unselfishness. But a player in form, a Fernando Torres kind of player at his very best, finds a way to put that on target. Fernando Torres, full of confidence, does not turn away from a chance to score a game-winning goal to put their team, or his team, into a Confederations Cup final.
3 minutes added to regulation. Montolivo. Chiellini. Iaccherini back for Giorgio Chiellini, the 28-year-old defenseman from Juventus. His teammate Bonucci on the middle for De Rossi. Aquilani. Italy knowing all too well they need to be extremely careful with each pass. Candreva, their intentions are to just maybe see time run out. Aquilani. Pirlo. If Spain held possession in the first half, Italy has done well to balance things out in the second one. Maggio is crossed, the bicycle, Gilardino looking for it. Gilardino's got offside again. Might have been hurt in that one.
Good call by the assistant referee. And Alberto Gilardino, like many of the players, struggling with the heat, the humidity.
Took his right hand, excuse me, straight into his right thigh, Alberto Gilardino. One more sub remaining as well for the Italians.
Tries to reach for the ball, unable to get there, and in trying to reach for the ball, something didn't feel right for Gilardino.
Xavi, this might be it for Spain in regulation, as Brazil awaits for a rival for Sunday's final. Extra time beckons here in Fortaleza. Jordi Alba. Mata. Iniesta. Iniesta foul, and this could be the last one we see in regulation. Free kick for Spain.
And it's Andres Iniesta in a one-on-one situation with Candreva. And once he gets that first touch around Candreva, no chance Candreva can stop him. Takes him down. Is this the opportunity that Spain has been waiting for in a set piece?
Players with hands on their knees. It's been grueling over the past 94 minutes of play. Brazil will have an extra day's rest already for Sunday's game. Whoever they face will certainly come in carrying the result of this match on their shoulders and their strength. Xavi, the cross, it's deflected, and that's it. Howard Webb would not let that corner kick be played. We are tied after regulation from Fortaleza. Extra time at Estadio Castilao. Now to Bobley and company in the studio as Spain and Italy get ready for 30 more minutes of play.
Guaranteed 30 more minutes, Fernando. Wrenching, draining tension simply to watch. And in the heat